ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. That's how I feel today, I guess. Copyright? Absolutely. Immediately demonetized. Damn. Just kidding. I don't make enough to even make monetization. So it doesn't matter yet. Why does this have 7 views? Literally nothing scary than seeing how many people have seen my stuff, and I'm like, who are you? I literally don't know you. It's from 30 days ago? Why did I get a notification for it now? Wow. Oh god. Alright. There's that. Put that in there for a reason. There we go. I need to switch back to my other account. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Michael. Thank you, God. I was so worried. Oh, I'm glad he's okay. He's not dead. He's alive. Today, not tomorrow. Today. Paste. What's that? All right. Okay. Let me get my drawing pad, and I'm gonna pull up my Pinterest boards. I haven't decided who I'm drawing today. That is potentially a problem, wherein I have a lot of characters to draw. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh my god, that owlbear's so cute. Peep my Pinterest for a second. Who do I... Hello. I used Bean for the thumbnail? What do you mean I used Bean for the thumbnail? I'm confusion. Sereni? I don't know. I haven't decided who I'm drawing today. That's why I'm pulling up my Pinterest board. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have not decided yet who I am drawing today. Probably Sereni. Maybe, oh, maybe Erwin. I don't know. I want to draw someone who won't make me cry while I talk about them. I think I'd be okay talking about everybody if I'm being honest, but I don't know. Maybe Italia. Oh my god, I love! And I can make her own story too now on my own, and I don't have to include anybody. Wow, it's so nice to have complete control of my characters. Wowee! Maybe I'll do Erwin. I haven't given her a shot in a really long time. Discussions. Mayhaps? I used the chibi for the thumbnail? What are you talking about? Did I? Did I use the wrong thumbnail? No, that's just my profile picture right now. I'm gonna change it because I already changed my one on Suika. I guess I could tweet out today that I am doing art. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Frankly, that makes me a little bit anxious. So maybe I won't. What was I doing? Right, looking for references. R. Do I know how to read the alphabet? Yes, I do. Oh, that was really difficult for some reason, though. Let's see. Am I gonna do a full-out illustration? I could. I might. Oh man, it's gone. It's so sad. Okay. Oh, Erwin. Erwin was the first character. Well, I don't know. Does Karina count? I don't know. Let's just say first real character that I put a lot of thought into and knew what I was doing while I was playing D&D. Well, I mean, I really didn't know what I was doing, but I knew more than when I first played. Because when I first played, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and I also didn't understand how to play. So, good for me. I mean, it was exciting. Karina was a cutie. She's an absolute baby bean. That's a lot of my characters are either baby beans or mommy, and that, I'm afraid, is my only two. Oh, what have I? How's this? Oh god, is the audio doing the weird skipping thing? It looks like it might be doing it. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to meep so loud. It's so hot in my office today. Well, actually, it's probably not. I showered, so my hair is wet. And when it's down, after it's wet, I get, like, really hot. It also doesn't help my hair is really long. Ooh. Oh, it's long enough I could drape it over the back of the chair. That's crazy. Audio good, no skip. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, well, that's satisfactory then, I suppose. So more about Erwin. Erwin has a really sad backstory. She is a mess of character, or at least was. She's kind of put together now, but when I first was making her, I only knew that I wanted her to be running away from a bunch of things in her life. And that I also wanted there to be a lot of political intrigue involved with her stuff and all that jazz. So, Erwin is a Eladrin. I think that's how I pronounce it. Other people pronounce it Eladrin. I don't pronounce it that way. I pronounce it Eladrin. So that means that she is a yeah, it's spelled that way, but it could be Eladrin, like a little lad, even. And she primarily stays in 2 seasons. That would be winter and summer. I don't like playing with like super rigid rules about they can only be like 1 season, or egads, what's that elad doing? But he boy. That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, I'm a little bit more loosey-goosey with what the race can do, and like how they can change between seasons and stuff. Like, I don't like the super rigid, like it's only on an action thing, unless it's during combat. Then I'm like, okay, that is like, it has rules, there's stuff that's supposed to be, yeah, technically you can only change 1 season like during a long rest, and I don't like that. I think that's silly goose, but I think it's neat during combat, because, you know, the changing of the seasons is very they have specific things that they can do. Like, I think changing to fire causes fire damage, going to winter causes fear. I can't recall. Will D&D Beyond block me? I don't like using D&D Beyond, but there's nothing else like it as a... I mean, I guess I could look on TTRPG bot and stuff. Hang on, Eladrin 5e D&D. Yeah, oh yeah, D&D Wiki dot's a thing too. It changes, yeah, the effect of Misty Step. Yeah. So... yeah, so... super cool sub race. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It definitely is very awesome. Like, so to explain more of the seasons, like, they give them kind of quantifiers, I suppose is the best way of saying it, to phrase like what kind of character will be if they're in this season. It's great for RP because the season reflects emotions. Yes, it's basically, it's, you know, the thing that everybody used to do where everyone like made OCs and they're like, I'm gonna make my OC with changing eye colors to reflect their mood and everything. Anyway, that's the closest thing to that in D&D, I do believe, would be the Eladrins. Yeah, hang on, let me read what it says in the wiki, D&D wiki. Eladrin are elves of the Feywild, a realm of perilous beauty and boundless magic. Using that magic... magic? That's a different kind of magic. It's got fancy shit in it. No. Anyway, using that magic, Eladrin can step from one place to another in a blink of an eye, and each Eladrin resonates with the emotions captured in the Feywild in the form of seasons, affinities that affect the Eladrin's mood and appearance. An Eladrin season can change, though some remain in one season forever. Choose your season or roll on the Eladrin seasons table, and your trance traits lets you change your season. Eladrin can live to be over 750 years old. I also don't like how young elves are. I like my elves to be in the millennia ages. Like, what's the point if you can live forever if you can't live over 1,000? That's silly goose. Like, you should be able to live really long times if you want. Though I do also like the idea of if Eladrin, or like elves that particularly do well in the Feywild, which are closer then to their god, they can't live as long. Listen, hang on. I'm getting there. 750 I know is not young, but in the realm of like if your world is going to be old, like 750 years, really? Like, is that long? Like, elves are known to be like, they have seen like since the beginning of millennia or whatever, like the beginning of the world. That's 22 human generations. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, I suppose it is. But I also like my elves to live a really freaking long time. Not all of them, of course. Oh my god, why did that message send twice? It's really funny. If you have problems with it, don't play in my games. No, well, also I have a problem with 750 being, young or whatever, or not, or old, because 120 is like, that's the entire Roman Empire. I'm aware. But like, usually when I make fantasy worlds, their span of time is like, they've been alive, like the whole world has been habitable for like, since its creation, for one, and two, for like a bajillion years. Yes, you had them in your game, I know. I mean, of course it's rare for an elf to live that long, because most, I feel like, would willingly give up their life to continue the cycle, because that's how I like to view them. Like, I feel like elf reincarnation is like kind of a thing, because there's only so many elf souls in the world. Yeah, like 10,000 years old is so good. Because like, I feel like if I had a world, I do have a world, and my world, before the game that it's currently set in, lore accurate, I would like it to be my elves, some of them, to have the potential to live for like, I don't know if 10,000 years is achievable, but I feel like an elf who either is super evil or is like just some guy in the middle of a temple. He's just like, I've just been praising God forever and I can't seem to die. I just really enjoy that. But like, I also like the idea of like elves understanding the idea of there's so many souls that I've forgotten the elf god starts with a C. Ooh, I'm gonna get really upset that I can't remember. Hang on, is it on this page? Nope. Cool. Yeah, through ritual magic. Yeah, there's a lot of ways for them to sustain their life. Sustain their life. Wow. So fantastic. So amazing. So many possibilities. Excuse me. Had to hiccup again. Okay. All that to say, 120 years old is like 18 to elves. Like, they couldn't leave the ritual, otherwise they'd die. They'd age instantly. Yeah, like Mother Gothel getting pushed out the window and tangled. Bam, dust. Oh, I was continuing my thought. Like, elves only have so many souls that their god made. So they understand the importance of letting themselves essentially go to heaven so other souls have a chance to go onto the earth. Right? And then maybe they get to go back on the earth. Just depends if it's their time, you know? They don't get to choose that. It's their god that chooses that. Anyway, I just like that. I think it's neat. I know everybody doesn't agree with that. And you don't have to, because you don't play that way. I play that way. So, it's fine. Anyway. Back to Eladrin and their seasons. Let me explain to you what their seasons look like in D&D. Autumn is peace and goodwill. Winter is contemplation and dolor. Or duller? I'm gonna say dolor because that just sounds better. Cheerfulness and celebration is spring, and summer is boldness and aggression. So that's why summer and winter do be Erwin's thing. She primarily is a winter contemplation and dolor kind of girly. Also, let me look up the meaning of that word so I can tell you what it is. Dolores? No. Silly. I don't know who that is. Oh, no, it's having... Where's my D? There it is. E-F. I'm mistyping and now it's considering that I want it to be... Oh, hang on, yeah, okay. Dolor. No, it's like color. No, I like dolor. Damn it. Anyway. It's a state of great sorrow or distress, which I believe fits very well. In D&D elf lore, elves under 120 can remember heaven when they meditate, but after they lose it, which I feel like is kind of like people in real life. Not that children can remember heaven, but they are a little bit more susceptible to seeing spiritual stuff. And then when you're older, you just don't have the same ability. Anyway. So that makes sense that elves can do that. Yeah, I had a character that, babies be knowing. Be knowing angels. Crazy. Yeah, that's why when babies are first born, some of them, like, I feel like have this, like, it looks like they know stuff. It looks like they're acknowledging the world and stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy. Anyway. So... Oh, I just cracked my hip. Wow, that felt great. Back to Erwin. Yeah, you were listening to your doctors? Yeah. It's so funny. Just imagine a baby just like putting like their finger and thumb underneath their chin and just going, yes. I agree we have diagnosed this. Thank you, doctor. And you're like, you're 2 minutes old, stop. Anyway. Back to Erwin. She is a very sad, angsty being that left Feywild. You were nodding along and gesturing. That's crazy. I didn't want to be in the world. Which I still feel that way. So, you are a wonderful distraction. One day I'll get my statement out. Maybe it's better if I just try to find the... Is that a Dio thing? That's really funny. I should find my reference first of what I wanted to do for her. This is so difficult. I don't know how I would like to draw her. She's just such a sad being. I mean, now she's mostly angry. And also kind of a mom, but not really. I love Erwin so much. Talk about the hat. I was gonna get there when I was starting to draw. I just wanted to talk about her first, so you can get introduced to her first. Oh, I'm back all the way in Inktober of 2021? 2022. 2021. Okay. Thank you for letting me talk about my characters. Erwin had just left the Feywild, so okay. How do I preface this? I really enjoy political intrigue, like, more than I should with the not enough information that I have about it, okay? So... how do I... okay, so... in... the Feywild, so this is my friend's campaign, that we started playing in the end times. No, I'm just kidding. During the pandemic, I guess. So 2020. And oh my god, what is it called? Where are all my notes? Hang on. I know this. Don't Don't tell me. I can remember. Give me my brain neurons. Let it activate. I got this. I can remember. I can do it. All I can remember is Krillingar, and that's yours, and it's not his. Oh my gosh. What is his campaign? Mesmore. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, I have a literal tab in my Pinterest board for it. I should know that. Anyway, I feel silly goose. More mesmerizing. That's right. So, I didn't make a wish. Darn. Oh well. Sorry, just blew away an eyelash. So let's Erwin. Also, I named her Erwin without knowing much about Lord of the Rings. So that naming convention was coincidence. Let me draw a box. Hello, box. I'm trying. Okay. Yes, you were an autistic schizophrenic robot. Wait, were you? Were you Double-Lot in that one? Oh my god, you were. Oh my god, wow. Oh, it's been too long. It's been too long since we played. Ugh. Oh, that's another conversation. I'll get into that later. So... No. What if I just did it again, but then I shrunk it by like 5 pixels? Okay. Ah, sick, dude. Alright, yes, so you played Double-Lot. Which... Noel and Double-Lot. Yeah, Noel is the first character that we met. Noel's so interesting. We had so many interesting characters in that campaign. It was Erwin? Noel. / Double-Lot. Tongshin. Oh, is it a T-O-N-Q? Yeah, Nubs is Tongshin. And then eventually... Oh my god, what is her character's name? Nuh-uh. I know it was just the 3 of us for forever, but then eventually his wife came. Well, she had an axe that almost killed us. Because she was a wild Sasha? Let me get my notes. Oh, hang on, it's in my iPad. I was handwriting my notes on my iPad. Wow, convenience. Oh god, how far back do I need to scroll? Oh no, why are they under Krillingar? No, I wasn't taking handwritten notes of the campaign. I was that. Oh no. Yeah, Satyr Barbarian. Yes. That was yeah. She was a goblin ranger. Rogue-esque character. Yeah, but she only played briefly. Mel was fun. I don't think it was Sasha. Oh, it was something close to that though. You're so close. Oh, oh, I'm gonna be so upset. All of her characters have like very English names, except for one. Like very American. I can just get my binder. What am I doing? I'm such a goose. Don't hesitate, just get it. Oh, I hesitate because of the chair. Here we go, I'll walk away. I can't find it. I can't find it. Sad. Hang on. What am I doing? I have a board. And I have her included in that. I'm like 95% sure. Why did I make things so difficult for myself? Hang on. Hang on. Sunraya. Oh my god, that was so hard to remember. Man, we had so many irons in the fire. We had the underground city of Silver Run, where I got my tower. We had the trading house that was all about Tongshin, the dwarves, the empire. No, not, I mean, yeah, my brother was, yeah, Erwin's brother was chasing her, kind of. Sunraya was looking for her dad. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, we had a lot going on. I felt really bad for Jake. But her brother wasn't the only one looking for her. But anyway. T-O-N-G-Q. I gotta rewrite that. T-O-N-G-Q-I-N-G. We ended on the vigilantes. Vigilantes? Oh, where we were running? Wait, you're not talking about the one shot that we did, basically, where we were at the casino place? Where we drove like a car or something? A cart? It was a carriage. And I got like a nat 20 on a spot where it was really important because we would have really got... it would have been bad. And we were facing... Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that god? Or not really a god. He's... No, not the one shot before them. So let me call this a box, because it's a box first and foremost. Oops. A possible future? I'm afraid I don't remember. Where the town got taken over. I don't... All I'm remembering is I'm having negative feelings right now, so maybe that session didn't go very well? I don't know. That's so funny. Yes, it was horrible. Yeah, I distinctly remember that session being very bad. And there was a lot of, yeah, there was a lot of backpedaling we had to do because of how bad it went. Man, I would love to start that campaign all over again. I think that'd be really fun. How do I... Oh, that's not right. It should be higher. Tongshin only wanted to play superhero, derailed the whole thing. Was that the session that we saw his dad in chains? I wish I knew where my notes were. They're in my thing. I know for a fact they're in my bookshelf. I just don't remember what color notebook I was taking in. We were all fugitives in some capacity. Huh. Okay. Well, it's a shame I don't really remember what was going on, but... Crazy Curtis, oh yeah. How do I set up a perspective ruler in this? I don't recall, and that makes me so sad. Anyway, so going back to Erwin. She's an Eladrin, and with the way that I was framing Eladrin to be, there were 4 courts, which I feel like a lot of people do this with the Feywild. There's the like it's by season, of course, and maybe there's even 2 more courts, which is the night and day. But they could also just be put into winter and summer, of course. And so I really wish I had my notes in front of me. I think I wrote her stuff down somewhere, but I can't recall. Didn't I transcribe notes at some point? I feel like I did. Seelie and unseelie, summer and winter, and the spring and fall courts you don't remember the names of. Yeah, I can't recall either. You remember so much more. I mean, then again, I was playing in so many games after that time. Like, well, yeah, so I don't really have the space to remember. And also those, while the games were really fun, it's not like they were great. Not like they weren't great, but like, you know, we all were at like the same level of we don't know what we're doing. And I have since played with people that have many years of experience and stuff, so my experiences and also my what is it called? My tolerance for stuff has significantly increased or decreased. I don't know. It's one of the reasons that I'm having such a hard time trying to play with this group again, because they are so like, if we're gonna play online, you have to have a VTT, especially if there's gonna be combat, because you can't visualize what's going on with so many enemies, especially when there's like a 6-player table. Like, that's a lot. It's so much. That's too much. And currently there's a very large unwillingness to add one to play, and that's like, I can't do that. Huh? I didn't plan on it. I was just saying that I have a problem. Like, I would love to play with them again. I just can't play with people who are unwilling to make it easier for themselves, even if it's a little bit more work. Like, I would delight in playing with them again. It's just, I have since played with BTTs. Yeah, not even a blank grid, nothing. Yeah, it was hard. And it was really, it was really disappointing knowing that they weren't willing to do that. Because, like, I don't need pictures, I don't need anything else. I just need a grid and tokens for enemies. I don't care if the tokens are just solid colors. Like, I don't care if we're green, or like we have individual colors and all the enemies are red. Like, I don't care. And, I don't know, because in person we scrounged around for tokens to represent our characters. Like, some people got little minis for their characters. You have a mini of Noel. Like, we used like sorry pieces and like stuff like that, and like checkers pieces and stuff. Like, I can't remember all that we used, but like, yeah. And you bought a map and stuff. Like, before we were just using paper, if we used one at all. Yeah, in person it was just, it was the bare minimum, and that was all we needed. Like, we didn't need a TV, desk, table thing, you know? Like, we didn't need that. We just needed a paper to signify where enemies were and where we could move and stuff like that. That's all we needed, and that was enough. And unfortunately, when you're online, that's like probably one of the bare minimum things that is necessary to incite good, clean combat that's not confusing. And if a table is unwilling to do this, then I just can't participate, because my ADHD is so bad that if it's too difficult for me to follow along, then I can't. And I don't want to ruin the experience because of my confusion. So I just rather not play at all. If it would just make everything easier for everybody. Because if they're willing to play without all of that, then like, by all means, whatever. But like, if you just want to roleplay, like, that's fine. But like, play a different system. Like, don't use D&D. Like, there are tons of like TTRPG adjacent stuff for role-playing with like some mechanics without needing combat and stuff. But of course they want to do combat and whatever, and like, that's hang on. you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm just saying that you should be mindful of other people's needs at your table. If you're going to go the extra mile of, hey, we're gonna play this game together, and I want everybody to feel like they're included and to understand what's going on. That's my only thing. And if you're unwilling to do that, then I think it's time that you recognize that you're not suitable to play online. And that's just my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Back to Erwin. I will freaking finish her backstory. I swear to God, if you gotta stop interrupting me. I will continue to go on tangents and I will never ever get her out. I love you very much, but please, just let me get a little bit more out. I will not look at that until after I'm done talking about Erwin. We can talk about that afterwards. I love you so much, but hang on. Please wait. Erwin was a part of the Winter Court. Jesus. Or Summer Court? Oh god, I can't remember. And her brother was in the Winter Court. And there was a huge gathering for the Fae Queen. You're heading back to work. Okay, well, I will talk about what you posted in chat in a second after I'm done with Erwin. Anyway, so... Oh god, I'm not using the right pen. So she... I don't want the chair to be so high. Oh my. Why are chairs? Now I'm second guessing everything. What's happening? I despise not having the knowledge of how to work a perspective grid in this. So I will learn one day. Today is not that day, apparently. I will do it one day though. I wonder if I have one in my 3D assets. No, we'll just futz around and draw it, and if it looks bad, we'll cry. She was a part of one court, was like in the middle of making her, or it was shortly after making her debut in society, because I pictured there being a little bit more rigidity and structure in the Feywild, which people were like, it's the Feywild, all they do is party. And I'm like, well, they make us like just too many deals, and there's too many like rules and stuff for there to not be like rigidity and structure in the Feywild, in my opinion. Like there's no excuse for there to not be all of that. This should not be in line. There we go. So at these events, many different Fae creatures are invited to come and give tribute to the royalty. And in this instance, Erwin learned of a practice that is mostly frowned upon, I would say. But then again, what are they? Oh, I mean, frowned upon by higher intelligence beings, I suppose. And I don't know. So I'm so flustered now. Oh my god, this is too big. Okay. And she goes and attempts to stop the whole thing, and then she gets caught, but at that point she's already at a gate, like to the mortal plane. So she's just like, well, sucks to suck. I succeeded. And then she tries to flee the Feywild for forever. I'm so unhappy with this currently. I'm so flustered. Deep breaths. I'm okay. Everything's okay. I can keep a train of thought. Okay. She takes the offering, which is a human being, and lets them go back to the real world. Or their real world. I mean, the Feywild is very real as well, but, you know. To a normal person, no, it's not. I hate this. Oh my god. Today's not a good art day anymore. Okay, no, we're gonna keep pushing through anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I had a different... Okay, let me just make it really tiny. I'm gonna draw right next to it. Well, this is supposed to be my thumbnail. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god, I'm having a really hard time now. It's gonna be okay. Chairs are hard. If only I was working in a physical space. I don't understand how to do digital rulers and stuff. So trying to work without it when I'm trying to like lay stuff down is just like really stupid. Stupid and hard. It doesn't need to be that way, but I literally don't know how to do anything else otherwise, so I'm just SOL, unfortunately. Having a really rough time now. Ugh. Maybe I need to change her pose. Let's do that. I had a cute idea, but it will not come to be. Alas. I shall find something else. Sorry this is taking so long. I swear I'm gonna get this story out. So she is on the run. She goes to this place, the city that she used to frequent, and she has an apartment at, because that's where her family would stay when they would go to the mortal plane. And she would hide there until she had a suitor, obviously, because she was in the nobility of the Fey realm. So, you know, a very normal common practice obviously is to get married and to continue noble titles, etc., etc. Or etc.? I don't know. Anyway, so she basically told a guy off. He didn't like that. So she had to run away from the city again, because Erwin, at this point, is left with her remaining funds that she most likely stole out of the bank account of her parents. I need to... Can I grab it here? Here we go. Oh, that's... Why is it sideways like that? I don't... It should be... There it goes. Okay. Sorry, my tabs got all freaked out. Uh, so then on her way, like, to finding a place for herself in the human world, I guess, she sought to understand mortality and like why she finds humanity to be so like charming, I guess. Like she has a very complex relationship with humans, but she just knows that she wants to do good, but she doesn't know what that looks like or like what she actually wants. So she's off on this journey to find herself while also running away from all of her problems. Because, of course, what else would you do as a elf with too many years of time and no desire to go back home? What else would you do? Well, obviously, she does that. So, you know. Obviously that doesn't work well for her, because she got caught eventually, right? But in that time, she finds all of these really wild friends. Being a albino, what was he? Tiefling? A robot automaton, and for a while it was just the three of them. So this teenage angsty he is a tiefling, right? I can't remember. Anyway, he is. I'm like 95% sure that he is. I want to say that he was mixed with something, but I think I'm misremembering. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm so flustered. The train of thought I was attempting to have got completely derailed, and then I started having other stuff. Yeah, she has an innate, though ill-defined sense of justice, yes. Especially because she's from the Feywild, so like, things don't really make sense in a human sense to probably anybody but her, because like it would make sense for someone in the Feywild to do that, but like, you know, that doesn't make sense in the real world. He is a tiefling. Yeah. So Dragon Monk. Oh, that's right. I was like, why does he have like extra stuff? But that's why. Oh, we also had like just like way too many extra stuff. And then at one point Erwin picked up a vampiric knife, but like she like never uses it. Oh, and she also is like a custom class that my DM made. Called a Mirage Rogue, where like she can basically Naruto Shippuden herself while running, like, and make clones of herself that makes her harder to hit, so she can do more roguey stuff. Yeah, and that's super fun because it was It was my first time ever playing in a class that was custom made for one. And two, was something that my DM made especially. Oh god, this looks a little cursed. This looks like the aliens. It needs to be more like... not like that. Oh boy. Today's not a good art day. It's okay. I'll just draw whatever I want, no reference. I don't care about it, turns out. Anyway, so Erwin I find to be a particular delight because she's got this huge hat. Like this really huge hat. And which is really funny because she's a rogue and you're not supposed to see her, but most people will remember her because she's got this huge hat. And I really want to cosplay her. And it's really funny because like every single time I describe the hat, I always describe it like a little bit bigger than the last time. So it's like this growing hat of like what's supposed to obscure her, but obviously it doesn't, so I think it's hilarious. Anyway, I'm not selling you on her, of course. I'm not doing a very good job about why she's so cool. But she's like missing her entire torso in this pose. Got no spine. She's incredibly impaired. Oh boy. I think I wanted to make her a chibi, but that didn't turn out either. It's okay. Today's a bad art day. It's not that big of a deal. This is why people prepare sketches. Anyway, so yeah. All that to say, Erwin was a really excellent way of channeling a lot of frustration I was having that I didn't know that I was having. So she was like a lot more of a heated character to get into, I guess. I mean, she was a good time though. I really do like playing her, and like the Orc Prince incident. Is that when I like chopped a bunch of people into pieces? You remember so much more about this campaign than I do. I'm so sorry. Like, I barely remember any of the stuff. I just remember the feelings that I had at this point. Like, that's how long ago the memories are for me. Oh, and her hat had sometimes, like, it was, she's a cleric on top of being a rogue, because I wanted to multi-class, but I was afraid of multi-classing. And, so I still kept her, some of her cleric stuff. And one of the things that clerics can do is, spiritual weapon. And I had her hat be her spiritual weapon, so they would get like razor blades like that one character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Yes, you took notes. I took notes too, but it apparently doesn't matter after I played like 80 bajillion different games, so... I mean, like, yeah, because to be fair, like, after we stopped playing at that table, you like, didn't play D&D anymore. And I continued playing online. This is so wild. This does not look good at all. It's okay. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. Erwin is such a fun character because she's got like a lot of things going on. That like most of my other characters don't. She also was like a really good way of like, I used a death touch and one-shot them and took his money. Oh yeah, all my characters have this thing with money. It probably speaks a lot about me. But anytime that my character can get money, it's like immediately gone. Like anybody else has money, yoink. Yeah, Orc Prince, yeah, oh man. Yeah, death touched him. Yeah, that was necrotic touch. And then I rolled a nat 20 or something. And I rolled just a ridiculous amount of damage on top of the way that we already did damage. And it was nasty. It was great. It was awesome. I was completely useless for the rest of that session though, because I rolled like shit. That's such a thing though. Whenever I do really well, for the rest of the session, you can expect me to be useless. Because I used all of my luck for that one roll. Which, you know, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Erwin has done a lot of stuff. She also, like... Erwin is not afraid to, like, brutally murder her enemies. Which is kind of alarming. Because the first character I played was, like, a sweet sunshine baby bean. Karina's just, like, could never hurt a fly. Could never imagine causing intentional damage on someone that wasn't out of, like, self-preservation, I guess? Like, it's self-defense, I guess is the better phrasing of that. Why am I drawing it like that? Should be like this. Or maybe even down here, actually. And like... Yeah, and then my very next character was Erwin, and she's like, if you don't get out of my way, I will literally go after you and your family. And that was like her vibe. That is not good. That's okay. I'm not looking at a reference, so art sucks when I'm not looking at stuff. It's not what she looks like at all. Oh boy. Anyway. Erwin also autistic coded, and Sereni is ADHD. Oh yeah, I love Sereni. She's such a baby. Sereni is another character that I'll talk about in a second once I get the sketch out of the way. Oh, don't forget the horse that we had. Hang on, her head would be up here. Stonk. There she is. You only attacked because he was going to take my money? He had handcuffed you and was leading you away, so you switched seasons to summer, fire damage, and zapped his ass. Oh. I was just gonna let him go, like just let him do whatever, and then he said he was gonna take my money, and then I said absolutely not, and then just went for it. It's hilarious. That sounds like me. What do you think of our lady? What was this? Our horse is like the size of like 2 buildings. She was like 20 feet tall. That's so funny. Yeah, don't take my money. I already have so little to even go off of, and you're gonna try to take what little I have left? Absolutely not. Life money is essentially life on this plane. That's so funny. What did this drawing become? Yeah, Gabby! Gabby! Did everyone have long hair? I don't recall. We had to pay for safe passage through Orklands. 16 feet at the shoulder. She was so big. Well, she had to fit 3 people, so. And an automaton. 2 people and an automaton, so she had to be huge. I don't believe in horse harm, so has to be big enough to support the weight. She was decently sized hair. Anyway, there's Gabby. Let me scoot away from Gabby. Let's get to Sereni. Oh, Sereni. Sereni is chaos incarnate. She... Okay, so... How do I preface this? I used to play Terra online, and so... I really liked the way that the bunny people looked in that game. I really loved Terra Online. I didn't get very far into it because I didn't have a lot of people to play with. And if you're playing an MMO and you're a cleric, good luck trying to play that on your own. Like, seriously, good luck. It's impossible. Anyway, so Sereni is a gremlin. Chaos incarnate. She... I allow her to be a vessel for whatever storytelling the DM is not able to tell. Strong cons. Strong cons indeed. Gabby. So Sereni always, no matter what game I put her in, she has no memories. Absolutely none. No memories at all. And whatever the DM doesn't get to explore with other characters, I'm like, whatever vessel you want story-wise. Yeah, they're called Ellens in the game, yeah. I'm like, put it through her. And you can reveal it over time. Sereni will be Sereni until that point, you know what I mean? So, she's a hoot. She is also from the Feywild because she's a Harengon, but like not in like the typical Harengon sense where she's not a furry, but she's like She's got really strong quads and bunny ears. And she's very cute. Last iteration of her was like, she kind of had stuff with space. I wish I could talk about that more in more detail, but I will probably cry. I had a very awful experience from that table, so I can't speak about her as fondly as I would like. She'll take the story all the way to the end? All the way through to the end? What do you mean? Like me? Like I'll just allow you to just do whatever as a DM with whatever story? No. Storytelling is like incredibly important to me. Like if you want a particular story to be told and you're not getting that anywhere else, and I'm like, and I have a character that's able, then like I want to facilitate that. So hang on. That looks weird. Hang on. I think her neck should be something like this. I know this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense right now, but ha, ooh, ha, ooh, ha. I don't know. It really frustrates me when my DMs have such wonderful ideas, but everybody else is like, oh, I had an idea for this, and like it doesn't really feel like they care what the DM wanted to do. And like I have a huge problem with that. So Serenity is one of the easiest ways that I can facilitate my Who is she? Me? Or Serenity won't abandon the narrative? It's one of my ways of being like, oh my god, I love you as a person, and I want to be able to give you a place to like show off your world. And it's super important to me that even the DM gets to feel like they're playing, and I feel like through Serenity, my DMs get to experience that in some kind of way. So she's Chaos Incarnate. She used to have an Australian accent, but I had to drop it because I couldn't keep it up. She is one of my biggest button pushers, and she's also one of my biggest yes men characters. Like whatever shenanigans she can get into, she can and she will. So while she is a huge love letter to my DMs, she's also like, I'm gonna make you work for it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love her so much. She's just, oh, she's so fun. And it's also really fun because like I get to just focus on RPing. Like I don't have to be like, oh, I wonder like how would she react knowing like how she felt about this. Like I don't care about how she used to feel about stuff. Like she doesn't have feelings to consider about like other stuff. Like she is purely reacting to everything in the moment as it comes, no matter what. And, oh, she's just such a delight. She's so cute. I love her so much. She... in my opinion, she's a character that I can fit into any game. Like, if I ever need, like, a backup character for, like, anything, like, or a one-shot, I'm like, I don't care what kind of character I'm playing. It's Serenity. And she's always, a peace domain cleric. Because her version of peace is whatever is the quickest that leads to no fighting. Our role as players isn't to make up our own narratives, but instead play within the narrative given by the DM. Serenity is very present. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And, like, I feel like, yeah, there is only now. Yeah. Very true. Serenity doesn't have time to care about anything else. So, like, while other characters can still have the feeling of, like, oh, I have to consider X, Y, and Z, Serenity doesn't have to worry about that. She can just focus on what you as the DM are presenting, and she'll just be like, oh, great. You know, like, I don't... yeah. I don't know. She's such a delight, and I've used her a lot, and because she's just so easy to roleplay as, and she's just the best. I love her very much. I hope someday in the future that I will get to play her again, because I love her. She was the character that I got to use in exploring what it really means to be, like, present at the table, like, to be actively focused on yes-anding and stuff like that, which I think was really beneficial for my ability to... oh, I copied it. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I feel like that really helped me as a player. Yeah, great at rolling with the punches, yeah. Because, like, with Erwin, like, I was super thrown off when things would happen that I didn't know how she would react with. Like, I hadn't considered her emotions in that regard. Like, how would Erwin react to a teenage character with an unknown age entity who sometimes changes personalities on a dime? How would she react to that? I have no idea. Like, I have to think of all the things that Erwin cares about. Well, she'd really be super motherly, so I have to do all these things. But, like, Serenity is just Serenity. She's chaos. Like, she wants everybody to be happy, and she's happy, and she cares for the people she cares about, and if she doesn't know you, she doesn't care. Like, she doesn't have to care about you. Like, you may be important at some point, but right now it doesn't matter. So, to her, whatever. You know? And so, Serenity is just... I don't know. She's just so good. She's so good. she's so easy. No thought, head empty. Like, do whatever. Facilitate RP. That's my job. Like, and that's all I care about. You know? But, yeah. But I understand she can be a lot for some DMs, so I know that she is not always a good first pick in regards to characters, but at the same time she also might be, because she is a great tool of opening the table up to character to character RP, because she's just so easy to get along with, in my opinion. Very zen. I mean, she's the opposite of zen. Yeah, because she's not calm. She's like you've given a kid too many cupcakes for dinner, and she's decided that everybody now is going to play like 6 different party games at the same time. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than she's baby. And she's so cute. And she's so fun. I would give anything to be able to play with her again. She's so fun. I mean, it's not to say that she doesn't have, like, she isn't capable of feeling complex emotions, or, like, she isn't willing to consider things seriously. 'Cause she absolutely does and can. But, like, why should you when the situation isn't calling for it, you know? Or if it is a serious situation, does it need a break? Like, because she can provide emotional brevity. And that was her role. And I really like her. And she's very cute. Yeah. I don't know. I really like... That's so funny. Oh, Gabby. Yeah, I don't know. I love Sereni. I've used her many times in a lot of my online games. And she's just so easy. Yeah.
Oh, Matt, to run errands.
Okay.
You want me to leave the doors open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have another character? Oh yeah, there's Adora too. Oh man. There's another character that's kind of like Sereni, but is not Sereni. And she's extremely fun. She's extremely different in the fact of Adora wants everybody to find their soulmate. The laughing Buddha archetype. Yeah, that's what Sereni is. Adora speaks a lot like Jester from Critical Role, if you are familiar, but it's slightly different because she doesn't have all the same inflections. It's definitely the same Polish accent, of course, but, like, you know, she really cares about all of her friends, and she wants you to find the person that you're destined for, because everybody has a partner, even if it's just a best friend forever. You have to find who is perfect for you, and that's what Adora is all about. Adora is, I think, another peace cleric. I think I found a oh, what is it called? Like when someone custom does a class, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, and they reflavored Peace Cleric to be more about, like, love or something. Like, it was weird. I don't recall everything about it, of course, but she was a baby. She was so cute, and she was one of, like, like 7 kids. No, her family is made of 16 people. So I mean, but like 7 in the fact of like they're her biological siblings. She has multiple adopted siblings too. Her dad is a monstrous tiefling. Like he's huge. He's like brothers on roids or something. Like he's huge. And her mom is a dark elf, I think. Yeah. Homebrew? Yeah, it was like a homebrew, but I couldn't use it because like I didn't have access to it. Well, it was just written out, like no one had like hard coded it into anything, and at that time we were switching to the Forge for our VTT, virtual tabletop. Yeah, so Adora is a baby. I love her so much. She, like, with the story that I was building with my DM was like, you know, she had, like, my DM really liked, what is the show? Adora and Catra and all that. She-Ra. And so she had a girlfriend named Catra, who was a Tabaxi. And anyway, but if I had to rewrite her story again, Adora would be a traveling, oh, do I want her horns like that or like this? I don't remember how I drew her horns. Well, let's look. I have art of her on my Procreate. Give me just a second. They're just straight up. Okay. And she would be a traveling, basically like a palm reader, except for like, you know, the there's a I think it's East Asian belief of like a red thread that ties you to your soulmate. Well, she believes in a goddess where she can see all that, so she would be able to read people's soul ties, essentially, and would help people find their, was Adora a custom lineage? I was considering doing that, but I don't think I ever ended up doing it. I think I just ended up doing it in the subtext of like just RP and stuff. Like, let me not do that. Let me, so like all of the custom stuff that I wanted to do, I couldn't do. And so I just let it be flavor, story-wise, I think, is how I ended up doing it. Yeah, so yeah, oh, she's just the cutest. I love her so much. She's just a baby. So she, if I could have her go around, she'd be going around and reading people's soul ties and stuff while also trying to convert people to her goddess. Because that's what she wants She wants everybody to love one another in whatever kind of love that is. Adora is not one for just romantic love. She wants all kinds of love, platonic love, familial love. That's obviously why her her family is so huge. That's why she cares so much about adoption and found family and stuff like that. It's really important to her. And are all of my characters under 5 foot? No, Erwin is my height, 5'8" with heels. Adora is 5'8" at the tip of her horns. So like they're mostly like 5'6". They're mostly as tall as me. Except for Adalia. Adalia's like 5'11". She's tall. Amina Dream. Oh, I love her name. That's so funny. Amina Dream is literally I'm in a dream. She literally doesn't believe anything that's happening in her like reality is real. She believes it's all fake and it's just a gift that her either like God or like the divine or just the space itself is granting her access to see while her soul is transmigrating the world, I guess. Like, she fully doesn't believe anything is real. Like, she's crazy. I love her so much. Love her so much. She's so fun. Serenity's like 24 inches. Yeah. Serenity's like... She's like... I mean, realistically, she's probably like 5 feet tall. But every single time I describe her, she's like, she could fit in your pocket. Yeah, Serenity is very tiny. Is very trustworthy, can be thrown at great distance. Yes, we did that once. In my game, her best friend was a, oh, what a traumatic game session that was. Her friend was a lion. I forgot what they're called in D&D, that race. But he threw her one session to get her away from the enemy, and then he died that session. I don't think I've ever cried like that in a game before, but that day I legitimately was crying. Like, I had to take a minute. I think my friends were a little bit alarmed about how for serious I was. I mean, it was really sad. Like, I mean, their characters didn't have, like, any emotional tie to each other. Not like how we did. And that was that. That was funny. So, what a good session that was. That was such a great session. I mean, it sucked, but, like, it was good character growth, I think, for all of us, and it was fun. I am sad the way that it ended, but I am glad of all of the fun times that I had with that group. I was very fortunate to be filled with so many positive memories, while also being able to acknowledge all the bad ones. Anyway, so yeah, that was with Serenity, of course, but Adora was fun. That was like the campaign that I got to play with my sister, and that was fun. Because she had never played D&D at that time, and so I got to show her what it was like and how fun that was and all that jazz. It was good. It was a good time. Yeah. So what else? I guess maybe we wouldn't be able to see it like that. It would be like... Does Adora wear dresses? No pants? No pants, only dress. I think it's a multi-tiered skirt. I think that's what I was doing. Combat dress, wow. Anyway, so... yeah. I mostly play clerics. I don't... Clerics and rogues are my top two classes if I had to pick, because they are the ones that I am most familiar with. And because I really like playing support classes. Like if I'm ever playing with a table I've never played before, I always play cleric, just because it's the easiest to get into the swing of things, I guess. Yeah. And it's also like I know the most, so I feel the most confident in playing that class. And it's a good time. I really like playing clerics. They're very fun. I don't know if I'll ever not play a cleric, if I have the option, other than rogue. But then again, I'm not really good at rogue either. I played druid, which Amina was a druid. Let's see. I've played a gunslinger. Because I've also played Pathfinder a lot. And was it Dahlia a cleric too? I think so. Yeah. What a weird art day today's been. Clerics are great because you can change your spells whenever, like druids. Yeah, you can change your spells whenever. They're good at offense and defense. Like, I really like playing Peace Cleric because you can give so many buffs to the other people in your party. Like, that's like incredibly important to me. To be able to play an accurate support, even though I'm not really great at it. I don't know, but like I'm not one to like play like, I mean, I played a monk too, Monks are very fun. It's hard to remember how many punches you get and like what does what, and like remembering like setting strike and all that stuff, and like remembering all the little extra stuff that you can do. But I'm sure it'll get easier in time the more I play other classes. What else have I done? I think I've played a paladin once, and for like a one shot, and that was fine. I've never played a fighter. I've never played a warlock. I've never played a wizard. Guiding bolt is fantastic. It is fantastic. What else have I never played? I don't know, I've also played other TTRPGs, like, there's one... I don't know if I have the rules for it anymore, though. I hope I do. I hope I downloaded them. It'd be such a shame if I didn't. It was, like Final Fantasy, but like the JRPG stuff. It was really fun. That had different classes and whatnot in it, and that was a good time. In that one I was playing like an artificer kind of build, and that was fun. Isn't Gunslinger a fighter subclass? Or was it was in Pathfinder, so it was its own thing. Oh, and let's not forget Lorelei. Lorelei, my baby bean. Spoiled princess, Rapunzel-esque characters, never really been allowed in the real world, gets shunted into the real world and has to face the fact with her dad literally being like the worst person on earth. That was in your game. Very fun stuff. Lorelei is just like Barbie dream. She's so pretty, and she's just so pretty, and just so cute, and she's so nice, and but also awesome character growth for Lorelei. Like, I think Lorelei was also another cleric that, like, her clericness. Krillingar was, yeah, who I played in, Krillingar. Wow. No, Lorelei was who I played in Krillingar. Yeah. She was, I would like to say she was a half-elf. Yeah, her backstory is pretty good. Her mom died, and her dad is, like, a guy with, like, a nobleman-esque character with a lot of, power. They live on a turtle that's, like, the size of a continent. I mean, not really, but, like, you know. Yes, Asmodeus Solomon. Or Asmodeus, as I would like to call it, because I feel like that sounds cooler. Asmodeus Solomon was his name. And then Lorelei is just a little baby bean. Yeah, he ended up being the BBEG and stuff, and that was really cool. Lorelei was just a baby bean who was out exploring the world for the first time. And she didn't understand what everything was going. I don't think anybody understood what was really going on, but like with how deep things went. Like, this was like a world like what's that one movie with the weird cars? Like, they're all like jacked to like What is that movie called? um I can't remember. But that was basically Outlander? No. Mermaid was a secret wasn't? A secret agent? I don't remember her. Role entirely. Mad Max, yeah. Yeah, like Mad Max, it's so dusty. Everybody's just kind of trying to make it by because the turtle's got the main city on it. A very cool world. It was fun. There was a lot to it that I wish was more, that we had understood more. I think if we were to play in it again, I think we'd be able to give it the correct reverence, maybe? Like, not like necessarily reference, but like give you the appropriate responses to things. Because before we were like reacting out of like confusion and like we had no idea what was going on. But now we understand your processing and world building and stuff like that. So I think that we would be able to play in it a little bit more appropriately? I don't know. Anyway. Lorelai is the kind of girly pop who I don't believe has worn pants a day in her life. So I'm sure that was fun when she had to for the first time. Yeah. Very fun stuff. I don't really remember if I ever decided what her spiritual weapon was. I think if I played in Krillingar again, I think I'd like to play a character that lives off of the turtle. And like, I don't know, I think I'd also probably like to play that campaign in Pathfinder rather than D&D. Just because I feel like Pathfinder might have more stuff going on. Ooh, or maybe in DC-20 might be fun too. In that game, knowledge is power, and Jay's character D messed up the power curve. Yeah. Yeah. But that was because at that time, yes, we did manage to finish that one. We did. With Elephant, they went to the core and like stopped it. That was fun. I wonder what kind of game I'd like to play in next would be like, because I haven't really thought about that. Like what I would like to do. I've played in so many different kinds of games, so Yeah. Yeah, here are some really whack sketches of my characters. Oh my god! No, it's okay. Hey, listen, we all didn't want to tell each other no, so, it ended up being what it was. We all know now, and it was a good time. We ended up doing some really fun things. It wasn't like the end of the world or whatever, you know? I think if we were to ever play that again, I would like to focus more on the off the turtle stuff, just because I think that would be pretty neat to do like a Mad Max-y kind of game. Alan is here. There he is. There he is. Yeah, do you like my sketches? Can you tell who's who? You wouldn't know these two. You might know this one, but this one you should know for sure. I don't think I made the horse big enough, though. I think the horse needs to be bigger. Wizard one-shot? Time wizard one-shot? What? Is that something that the creator was talking about? Or is the time wizard something that you created? I think Gabby in this looks a little bit too normal horse proportion. I should make her head off the screen. Wouldn't that be so funny? I feel like it's more appropriate of how she should be. That's so funny. I have way too many clerics. I think Isla was not a cleric. I cannot recall what game she was a part of, though. Time Wizard was for those who shall not be named, and I don't want it to go to waste. Oh. Oh, I think that'd be a good one shot to do. It's like a oh, I remember now. It's like you try to get to the bottom of whatever tower or the top. It doesn't matter. It's a tower. Oh my gosh, what's the game? Roguelite? Essentially. Where you might die, but oh well, make a next character and keep going. The kinds of one-shots you need to show up with multiple characters for, just in case. I mean, that would be a really good way to speedrun learning combat. The reverse of Tai Long and Kung Fu Panda. I see. Oh, and then the person whoever gets to the wizard, they get to be the next wizard in the tower. Was that how that worked? I think so. God, what was Isla in? I don't recall at all. Why? I want to draw more Erwin. That's funny. I'm still laughing at Gabby. That's so funny. There's one where a time nuke goes off and everything is frozen forever? That's an ending? Oh my god. I just saw a meme today. Where is this fat looking guy and he's on a dry erase board. And he's like Toys cats should not have. And he covers the board while he writes. It's like 1, 2, 3 are written on the board already. And he steps to the side and the first thing is nukes. And I was like, yes. Cats should not have nukes. That's right. Oh god. Could you imagine? Oh, I'm so sorry I hit you guys. Oh god, I hit my mic. If those cars are already taking over the world, I can't imagine what they would do with nukes. It's also really funny because cars. Anyway. What do I want to do? Wait. Maybe I should copy and paste a box. Okay. Here we go. Let me zoom in again. How do I want to do this? Sailor Moon like proportions going on. That's funny. It really is. Hang on. Do I do shift? I don't want the whole thing to go. Oh, well, I suppose it will have to, huh? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Well, and then hat. I think it would be really fun to play that one shot. Especially as a way of learning a new systems. What is it called? Combat. Wow, that was really rough for me for some reason. Anyway. I would really like to try that. I really enjoy, for some reason, learning combat in like a like campaign setting, just because there really is no there's no pressure of if you mess up or not, you know? Because like, well, these characters don't really matter anyway, and you might not even like that character, you know? because then it also like gives you the freedom to like, well, one, make mistakes, and two, to see if you like the way combat feels without any pressure of I need to tell a good story while we're fighting. Because towards the end of my time with the other group, it was getting to a point of, you know, if you're not giving descriptions while you're fighting, if the DM didn't give it flair, someone else at the table would speak over and decide how your stuff looks for you. And that's just stressful, for one, and two, that sucks. Having someone else decide what your stuff looks like is not fun. So being able to be in a position where you're learning a new system and also not in any sort of threat to, not threat, but like any kind of like pressure to maintain any sort of table standard, I suppose, is pretty nice. Does it make any sense? I don't know. Sorry if I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. I'm really too zoomed in to be giving myself any kind of space for how this could look. Oh no, my BGM is ended. Let's see if it will be okay if I go to the next one. You gotta let me know if it's not good, okay? Let's see. How do I want to do this? Wow. Oh, I see. I shouldn't have it so long. Let's put this back. Okay. Very good. Gives the same vibe as Golden Hour? Well, that's good. But our hats are so weird. Is that? Yeah. That's so weird. I don't know. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Did I feel like you're buffering? Sad. Well, sometimes it needs to stay a few seconds behind the live. It should fix itself. And if it doesn't, then I don't know, you might want to give it more time away from the live notification thing. Like, let it lag, just be a few seconds behind. YouTube isn't the best for streaming, which is why I've been considering Twitch too. Yeah. Like that? Then this leg is too thin. Whatever. I'm not trying to make this accurate. Just trying to get ideas out. That's right, I was drawing her up with a ponytail at one point. You restarted. Does it make a difference? It's working for now. That's good. How do I want her shirt to be? I do like the top being like that. Some kind of thing that breaks it up. It wouldn't be like that. It would be. Yeah, let me see. 1, 2. Maybe? I don't know. Kind of seems like he'd get in the way, wouldn't it? I don't know. Oops. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure. I think it's a good start though. For an outfit, maybe. I do like this part. I like the back. I like the shorts. I like the shoes. Trim a hat and hair up. I'm marking things, but I don't know what that means. Alright. Do you want me to stay on, or... Because I could stop now. I think. Let me finish writing my notes, what I like. I will come to a close. Back. Thing. Cape. Maybe? Okay. Short. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I think that is a good stopping point. It is also 2 o'clock. So, yeah. I'm not sure what we'll do next time. Maybe we'll do more art like this, or we'll do something else. I'm not certain. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out, and I will see you all on Tuesday, because it is now the weekend, and I don't stream on Mondays or Sundays. So I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you guys stay safe, have fun, be careful. Please get some rest. Spend your time wisely. And I'll see you again on Tuesday for probably another art stream. Unless I'm crazy, then we might do some gaming. Who knows? Anyway, we might multi-stream or whatever, but either way, I will try to get something out on social media if I make a decision. Anyway, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, bye everybody.